Civil Services aspirants, Namaste. This is the first lecture of its kind. I have decided to pick up the important facts that are likely to be asked in the days to come when you take the exam. So here the first lecture for you. See, in this lecture, I will discuss a few important points. Herewith, just to start, the marine heat waves. Marine heat waves. You know, जब हमारे अर्थ एटमॉस्फेयर टेम्परेचर बढ़ जाता है, if there is an increase in the temperature value of the Earth's atmosphere, we term it as the warming, global warming, right? Various factors are responsible to this excess of temperature of the environment, meaning thereby the global warming, right? यहाँ भी हम कहते हैं क्या, जब गर्मी के दिनों में तेज़ हवा चलती है एंड वो जो हवा होती है बाहर में काफ़ी इंटॉलरेबल होता है, we name it as the heat waves. So there is the heat waves in the atmosphere of the earth. The same way there is the heat wave in the atmosphere of ocean, समुद्र में भी, सी में भी हीट वेव्स होते हैं. और जो समुद्र में हीट वेव्स होते हैं उसे हम मैरीन हीट वेव्स कहते हैं. ये इसके लिए इसका अर्थ ये हुआ कि देयर इज द एक्सेस rise of temperature of the sea or the ocean water bodies and even the lakes बढ़ जाते हैं temperature. So here in this lecture I will discuss why this subtopic, why I have chosen the heat waves as the area of discussion today. Why this subtopic? What do a marine heat waves mean? Impact of marine heat waves. What are the likely impact on the aquatic life due to marine heat waves? And then ways forward. So now come to say, marine heat waves are periodic periods of extremely high temperature in the ocean, right? In the oceanic water body, in the sea water bodies, there is extreme rise in the temperature value, and this period is called, or this extreme rise in the temperature value of the water bodies of the ocean called marine heat waves, right? Now, something more. Marine heat waves and why in news? ये न्यूज़ में क्यों है? क्यों I have chosen this topic? Reason is, say, in the northern Bay of Bengal and intense marine heat waves. In fact, due to intense marine heat waves, there is abnormal rise in the temperature of the northern Bay of Bengal, and because of this there is extreme rainfall in usually arid northwest region of India, right? The second point. That's why it is in the news. Now next, according to US National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, here is the data from where? What source? United States National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration data reveals that intensity of marine heat waves increased. This is the data, and according to which now intensity of marine heat waves has been increased. Now, come for the definition. Say the definition. Many heat waves are defined as when seawater temperature exceeds a seasonally varying threshold, usually the 19th percentile, for at least 5 consecutive days. Remember, for 5 consecutive days. That is the definition of marine heat waves. Next, now come to the what are the drivers of the marine heat wave. Marine heat waves के लिए जब समुद्र के जल में जब उष्मीय तरंगें जब चलती है उसके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल कौन कौन होते हैं, दैट वी विल सी. फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज आवर ओशियन कैरंस के समुद्र में जो डिफरेंट लेयर्स होते हैं वे फ्लो करते हैं आपस में, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द relative velocity amongst the different layers of the water of the ocean or the sea, there is the rise in the temperature value of water of ocean, right? So it is the ocean current. Next point is air-sea heat flux. Air-sea heat flux, that is the warming through the ocean surface from the atmosphere. Atmosphere से ocean में heat का जाना, that is the transmission of heat from the atmosphere to the sea water. Second factors, air-sea heat flux. Third one, winds can enhance or suppress the warming in a marine heat waves, and climate phenomenon like El Nino can change the likelihood of events occurring in certain regions. जो हवा जो चलेगी और that will also affect the warming of so-called the ocean water. And there is a phenomenon, so-called the climate phenomenon called the El Nino, can too change the likelihood of events occurring in certain regions. So, marine heat waves diverse. First, ocean currents. Second, air-sea heat flux. Third, winds can enhance or suppress the warming in a marine heat waves, and climate phenomenon like El Nino can change the likelihood of events occurring in certain regions. Next, come to marine heat waves and measuring parameters. जो हमारे जो हीट वेव्स होंगे समुद्र की जल में, उसको कैसे, हाउ वी विल मेजर, कौन से पैरामीटर्स होंगे, दैट विल बी टेकन इनटू अकाउंट, राइट. तो पहला जो पैरामीटर है आपका, आई एम टॉकिंग टू बुलेट पॉइंट, राइट. पहला फैक्टर है ड्यूरेशन, दैट इज द टाइम. सेकेंड, इंटेंसिटी, एंड थर्ड फैक्टर इज एनुअल फ्रिक्वेंसी, हाउ मेनी टाइम्स दिस अकर्स, एंड नेक्स्ट डेज इन ए ईयर, वर्ष में कितने दिन हुए. Sure, almost the 4 factors are taken into consideration for measuring the marine heat waves. So, this is the marine heat waves and measuring parameters. First one, duration. Second one, intensity. Third one, annual frequency. And fourth one, days in year. See. Now, here is one fact. Sea surface temperatures have increased at a rate of nearly 0.6. Important facts here. 0.6 degree Celsius per century since 1880, IPCC Year 5, Annual Report 5. Here is a fact about the ocean heat waves. Fact is, sea surface temperatures have increased. And what is the rate of increase of the sea surface temperatures? The rate is nearly 0.6 degree Celsius per century since 1880, according to IPCC Annual Report 5. Now, next, marine heat waves and impact. Now, see, अब जो हमारे जो ओशन में हीट वेव्स है, समुद्र में जो उष्मीय तरंगे हैं, उसका क्या क्या इम्पैक्ट होगा ये हम देखेंगे, राइट। पहला इम्पैक्ट है वेदर पैटर्न्स चेंज कर जाएंगे। सेकेंड इम्पैक्ट है मैरीन बायोडाइवर्सिटी, दिस विल एडवर्सली इम्पैक्ट द ओशन बायोडाइवर्सिटी। एंड नेक्स्ट वन, कोरल ब्लीचिंग एंड पोटेंशियल हार्म टू मैनग्रोव्स इन सुंदरबन। So, now come to the impact of marine heat waves. Weather patterns will be affected, changed. कभी अचानक वर्षा हो जाएगी और वर्षा होने का समय रहेगा, उसमें वर्षा नहीं होगी. So there will be the alteration in the weather patterns. Next one, marine biodiversity. And third one, coral bleaching and potential harm to mangroves in the Sundarbans. Again I am repeating, coral bleaching. Next, potential harm to mangroves in the Sundarbans. Next, something more about the impact. इसके इम्पैक्ट के बारे में कुछ और भी चीज़ें. पहला तो मैंने बता दिया आपको, कोरल ब्लीचिंग. सेकेंड वन, सी ग्लास डिस्ट्रैक्शन. थर्ड वन, लॉस ऑफ kelp forests. Fourth one, fishery sector and reverse effects. And fifth one, economic losses. And these economic losses will come from fishery and aquaculture industry. So see, coral bleaching, next one, sea glass distraction, third one, loss of kelp forest, fourth one, fishery sector and adverse effect, fifth one, economic losses coming from a fishery and aquaculture industry. Now, more fact about the marine heat waves. According to a study, about 85% of the coral in the Gulf of Mannar near Tamil Nadu coast got bleached after the marine heat waves in 2020. Is the study? In 2016, marine heat waves across northern Australia led to severe bleaching of the Great Barrier Reef. Important point. This one, in 2016, marine heat waves across northern Australia led to severe bleaching of the Great Barrier Reef. And this resulted in the increased the risk of deoxygenation and acidification of seawater. So, adverse impact, increased risk of deoxygenation and acidification of ocean water. Now, come to a way forward. आगे क्या किए जा सकते हैं just to mitigate the issue of the marine heat waves and their likely adverse impact. So, in a step, as a way forward, first point, since increase in the frequency, intensity and the area covered by marine heat waves, more area nowadays is being covered by the heat waves. Next, frequency has also increased, intensity has also increased because of all these factors. Now, what are the way forward? Number one, So here in this point there is number 2, better monitoring system. Third one, updating the weather models. Fourth one, to protect communities and build regional ocean resilience. So this is the way forward. Increase in frequency, intensity, and more area are being covered due to marine waves. So second point is a better monitoring system, updating the weather models, and to protect communities and build regional ocean resilience. That's all for the day. Thanks. कितना